What are your thoughts on DID being a neuromuscular disorder?
Nerves go both ways. Mm-hmm. So, if it is a disorder caused by an underdeveloped part of the brain, mm-hmm. then the way that it causes a part of your body to behave is going to reflect thusly. Okay? Now, maybe it was just late developed. Okay? So now it is developed, but now everything that it has ever done is trained to be underdeveloped. So that's where a neuromuscular part would come in, because even though it is normal, everything it's used to doing is abnormal.
That totally makes sense.
And so
that matches a lot of what I experienced with the age regression, because like the body's doing all these things, mm-hmm. and I can sit there being an adult knowing that this isn't who I am, knowing I'm a 26-year-old and I'm not walking like a child, but my body is doing those things. Mm-hmm. And I can feel it specifically in my muscles and nerves.
And so that's one way that it could be a neuromuscular disorder.
Okay.
Right? From basically having your body trained to behave as such, and that's just what it considers normal under certain circumstances.
Yes.
And so, but then on the flip side, mm-hmm. if you had an underdeveloping that occurred, and then you suffered physical trauma.
Yeah.
And while it was still developing, it was dealing with the trauma. Then, like a tree growing that has a bike leaning up against it, mm-hmm. that bike becomes part of it. Okay. That trauma becomes part of it. That's what it considers normal.
So maybe more of a neurodevelopmental disorder where the brain body are adapting to this thing inside of it and this speck of trauma that's lodged within the brain.
Kind of, yes.
Okay. I'm just curious.
But not just in the brain, but something it's physically constantly being reminded of, because every time you take a step, or every time you sit a certain way, or every time you do this.
But even if it had that effect, that direct effect on muscles in that instance, it would be more neurodevelopmental?
Yes.
Classification?
Well, it would be neuromuscular causing neurodevelopmental.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, wouldn't it be the opposite? Neurodevelopmental causing neuromuscular?
That was the first way that we described it. So I just described two options. So, and it could be both. It could be both. It could be bouncing off of each other.
Okay, thanks, friend.
You're welcome.